What's up guys, welcome to our next tutorial about character creation. Now we're gonna talk about a very interesting part called pose merge. That is the combination of poses. You will notice that you can use this in a lot of situations. The first thing I will do now that we already have our character in his skeleton, his arm skeletons, is to draw over this character, the same character in 4 different angles. I will click on the second frame to draw him from a little bit from side view. You can notice that this character have a spherical head and it's easy to use any other objects that I already draw to make him look a little bit to the side. I selected the face, the beard, the eyes, the nose, the mustache, and I will put everyone a little bit more to the side. Now that my character is already turning his head to side, I can reduce this part of the beard, because from this angle the beard will start to look smaller on this lateral part. Notice that any moment I can go back and can go front on timeline, just to make sure that I am doing the right thing. Let's go to the third frame and let's make this character look a little bit more to the side. Anytime I can go back and go front on timeline just to make sure that our character is correctly rotated. I'll take this eye and I will scale it horizontally to reduce its size, just horizontally speaking. For this I press X on my keyboard. Let's go to our fourth frame and makes him looks a little bit more to the side. Now is the mustache time to suffer some modifications just in the horizontal way, because this part of the mustache, due to the perspective, starts to horizontally reduce. To this scale I also used the X key. Notice that this eye is also getting out of the head and it also needs to reduce, horizontally reduce. Now on the 5th frame we will put this character completely looking to the side. Now we're gonna do something special on his nose, and we will not use his nose from this nose from this frame to the end. On the 4th frame we still got this nose, and on the 5th frame we're gonna change it for a nose, a side nose. For this I will use the same color that I used to counter and the same color that I used to fill, and I will draw over it. The old nose, we're gonna remove it from this frame, that is the 5th frame, to the end. I click on the frame, and with the old nose selected, I press Ctrl F8. That will remove the old nose from the current frame to the end. And now we got only the new nose from the 5th frame to the end. Notice that and on the 4th frame the old nose is still there, and on the 5th frame it was removed. You should make as many adjustments as necessary to make that every object, face, nose, eyes, the beard looks like they have perspective. Now is the beard time. Now is the time to change the hat. Let's go back to the first frame and start to work on the hat front. On this frame, like this. On this frame, we're gonna move everybody a little bit more to the side. On this other frame, we will repeat a little bit more. Let's do the same with his arms and the rest of the body. Let's repeat what we did with the nose, changing the nose on the fourth frame, but this time we're gonna change the hand. From this frame to the end, we're gonna change this hand to another one. From this frame, we change the hand to another drawing. Let's fix this sleeve part to make it a little bit more correctly considering the perspective. We also should draw the other hand on this frame. Now I'm gonna remove the back hand from this frame to the end, pressing F8. Let's send this part of the hand to the front of the sleeve. Select this part of sleeve for last and press Shift page up. We can never forget to assign the new objects to each bone that the old object belongs to. For example, the new hand that was created on the 5th frame, it should also belongs to the same bone that the old hand. The same goes to the other hand, and we can't forget the nose. I select the entire nose and I say that it belongs to the same bone. Let's test just to make sure it's alright. We forgot the thumb. Now that we already have our character in so many angles, we can finally export him to our shape library. Let's go to the file, export the shape library, and let's name it Sorcerer. Now we already can see that our character is already on our shape library. Now we're gonna truly start to use the Arttista pose merge. I click on it on shape library. I hold down the shift and click over the area. Confirm. Here it is, our character. Let's bend it a little to the left. Sorry, to the right. I'll bring it to here, turn this hat a little bit, raise this arm a little bit, I select all, press F2, and we get this interpolation between these two keyframes. What is the big advantage of pose merge? You will see. On the next frame, I will create another keyframe here. I'll click again over it, hold the shift and click here. Now we will not import the first frame anymore. We will import the second frame from our shape library. Our character is saved on shape library, and on the second frame is the second angle from it. What will happen is that our character that is inside our shape library on the second frame will be imported to our current bone's position, and we have a new angle from the same character but using the same bone's position that we already have on screen. Let's go here, create another keyframe with F2, and let's bend it a little bit more. Let's bring this arm here, a little bend here, the head falling a little bit. Let me see. Turning off spotlight mode. Select all and press F2. So we get this. It changes here. Bend a bit more. I will create another keyframe and I will do it again. Click on the shape library, click over the area, holding the shift, hold the shift, and I will choose the second frame from the shape library. Sorry, third frame. A bit more to the side. Press Ctrl F2 and let's continue our animation. The arms here, raise the hat a little bit. Let's fix some points here. Select all, press F2 and we get this. Let's change the position a little bit more. I click on it, I hold the shift, click over the area, and I will import the fourth frame. What is the pose merge big advantage? Is that inside the shape library you have your character in many angles, and inside your animation, the angle that you import will assume the same bone position that you already using. Same position, but with new angle. After this, all you have to do is just to refine your animation and fix every little point between the frames. You can see here, after I did the same process to the hat, we already have more soft frame changes.